Hi, welcome in. This is Retro Baseball with Stromes. Tonight we're playing, again, MVP Baseball 2004, continuing our Revisionist History series of the 2004 Cardinals season. Try to see what part of the camera I'm in here. I need to move that. And gonna continue finishing out sorry, as I move this camera. Finish out the series against the Mets. Last stream I kind of cut a little short. I just got a little tired after being away for the weekend on the lake. So tonight we're gonna do one full game, 4 managed games. It's gonna be a longer stream tonight. So we're gonna do 2 managed games, one full game against the Cubs. Well, actually, we'll check out some of the pitching matchups, and then we'll do the series against the Cubs. So it kind of looks like. Let me flip over to the full menu here. Show you guys the schedule. So this is what we're looking at right now. 10-6 in May. 4 games over 500 in April. We were 9 games over. So doing all right, doing great. Record's awesome. So just kind of showing you what's up next. So we'll manage these 2 games. Then after that, we'll kind of reassess, see which Cubs game we're going to play. And we'll manage 2 of those and finish out that series. And then, hope to kind of bury the Cubs a little bit. Currently, they are 17-22, 9 games back. So still a long season. Currently, we are 26-13. Let's update a couple of those things on the screen here. Games tonight, we're gonna do at Mets, at Cubs, then at Cubs. Check the formatting here. See what that looks like. Space. Yeah, it's gonna back that up. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And then, yep, I already got the record updated. And then let's just double check the Pujols stats real quick. Whoops, wrong screen. Yeah, we kind of dipped down a little bit last game. We had a tough time. So let's update this. We dipped down to 390. So under 400 for the first time this year for Pujols. RBIs and homers are right. On base 394. Still amazing start for Pujols. Probably one of the best starts of all time. Slugging 953. OPS 1347. So, all right, so we'll get that going. There we go. Updated that on the screen as well. And yeah, let's just hop in to the first managed game of the night here. So taking on the Mets in New York, semis, minor league games. Gonna do Suppan. Go with Suppan here. So here's our lineup against the righty: Vidro, Renneria, Pujols, Edmonds, Roland, Sanders, Langford, Matheny, Suppan. And that's what we're going to kind of roll with in this game here. So go ahead and start this up. And we'll manage. So Vidro starting us off. Grounds out to third. Renneria, infield single. Brings in Pujols. So house rule. If you're the first time checking out the stream, you'll kind of learn these house rules as we play, but one of the big ones is when we do the management mode games, the game allows us to hop in kind of whenever you want. So we'll hop in and play the pool hole sit bats. Brings him in.
You'll want to keep that ball down right here to try and get that double play so they can turn two.
And that's strike one. 1 on, 1 out. 0-2 the
Good
count.
pitch. Change up in.
Batter went fishing for a pitch out of the zone. Now that's a purpose pitch.
This one is belted to deep left
Did I
field.
get it? Get out. Oh, yeah.
A 2-run home run.
There we go. First at bat of the night.
Spot on the scoreboard. He did well there to
Hung a little either changeup or curveball. And just hit it to the power alley. Yeah, 388. So, first game. Thoughts on the trade deadline so far? I think the Cardinals will do really well. That's my first thought. I saw Gossman just got traded. So another part of the house rules is Pujols gets a hit. We continue with the inning. So here's Edmonds. Yeah, and popped up.
Third baseman makes the catch.
The Scubble thing.
No problem on that pop-up.
Someone's asking here in the chat thoughts on the actual trade deadline. The Scubble thing is
Well, last year in his first full season in St. Louis, Rolen hit 28 homers, had 49 doubles, and knocked in
I don't think the
104
Dodgers
runs.
gave up enough. Or maybe did the Tigers ask for enough? I don't know. There we go. Base hit over the first base bag for Rolen. Gossman just got traded to the Cubs. I didn't see the return. And I think Gossman's a free agent after this year.
Good curve right there. It dropped right into the catcher's target.
So not too bothered by the Cubs getting him.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Also, that means they had to give up somebody, right? So I doubt it. They traded junk for him.
Fly ball hit to shallow right. There's out
Yeah,
number
I know what
three.
you mean that they didn't wait.
In the bottom of the first.
I think with that,
Taking the mound to start for the visitors, Jeff Supan.
I think in the back of my mind, like Detroit did Scubble a favor. Like it seemed there were some reports that came out that said that, the Dodgers are the heavy favorite to sign him anyway, because that's where he prefers. So it kind of feels like the Tigers did him a favor and a solid and traded him kind of where he wanted to go and got some pieces back that they liked, I guess. I thought there's some prospects that are, rated higher than others by all these national organizations, but also the Tigers could have the players that they got back, they could have. I know there was like the number 4, the number 7, and the number 17 prospect or something like that ranked by MLB. But the Tigers have their own internal ratings too, so maybe that's not exactly how they saw them, and I don't know exactly what they're trying to do with their minors. I don't know everything about their minors or anything, but yeah, I certainly thought it would have been more, number 2 or number 3 rated prospect. But it is what it is. Is what it is. I think. Then I saw maybe that this might be a little bit of I want to be hesitant how I say this. Maybe a little. It does stink a little bit of maybe collusion between the owners to push for the salary cap. If everybody's acquired by the Dodgers and they could just defer all this money and stuff, but they just traded for Scubble. They didn't give him money yet, So I don't know about that one just yet. All right, so on the top of the second here, we got through the bottom of the first. Supan did. Langford's going to lead us off here, and he got an infield single. Matheny fouled out. Supan's up. We'll just swing away with him and see what happens. Sack bunt. Oh, he couldn't do a double play. I was gonna say sack bunt. He could just pop it up. Oh well, he said, "Here, let me make this worse for you." What does that mean? Here's Mo Vaughn against Suppan. He walks. Kareem Garcia gets a hit, and so it's first and second, nobody out for Cardinals legend Ty Wigington. He ground out to second, but moves the runners over. And he gets Suppan gets, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, to fly out, and then brings in the pitcher. And he gets on by a Reggie Sanders error, and that scores a run. And then Jose Reyes gets out. Tommy says, "Here, let me make this worse for you." Well, we got breaking news. I got push notifications on my phone over here, brother, during the trade deadline, so we'll see if it's a trade. I don't see any other breaking trades right now, but oh yeah, I did see that about River Ryan. I saw somebody mention that the Tigers got a player back, a prospect back that knows where he was on 9/11. So he's old, basically. But Cardinals wise, during the trade deadline, I think Heim he's gonna cook. Actually, I think they're gonna get some good guys for May, and they're not just gonna trade to trade. I don't think they're gonna move. I don't think it makes sense to move Herrera. But I would move O'Brien. I'd move O'Brien. He's rough to watch. Yeah, I knew that about Zaire Hope. I thought they were going to have to move their number one outfield prospect. I forgot his name, but the Dodgers prospect. But, you know, it is what it is. Cardinals, yeah, I think they'll do good in the trade deadline. Heim and his team have done a good job of identifying players to acquire that they like.
2 on and nobody out. Swung on and
Oh, there he did.
goes.
Another jack for Pujols. Threw it right down central. A little changeup again. Who made him pay? I do think Herrera will stay. I think they'll stay. I think if I were them, I'd move Pages, keep Herrera, keep Crooks, and then bring up Bernal, and then just let those guys play. I honestly think that Herrera isn't much of a... He can't throw. He doesn't throw anybody out. Good catcher. Oh, good batter. But he cannot throw.
That ball is
Edmonds.
Long fly ball into the right field gap.
There we go. Another double for Edmonds.
He's in there with a stand-up double.
I mean, certainly I'd like to see what offers are there too. Yeah, he's not untouchable for me. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think they don't need to trade him. It's not like he's a free agent next year or anything like that. Gets on base. It's been a little bit of a lull lately, right? But but another thing you mentioned is desperate for righty catchers, right? But how much of a catcher is he? I'm thinking about that, right? Great, he can field the position. Can't throw anybody out. Oh, that'll stay fair. He didn't throw it. That's an infield hit for Roland.
That's 9 hits in this game for St. Louis.
And I'm really excited about the Cardinals minor leagues. I pay pay quite a bit of attention to the minors,
They're going to bring in the lefty to face the
and
left-handed hitter. Pedro
so
Feliciano
I mean,
is
they're
coming out of the pen.
a lot of places have them rated in the top 5 as far as prospects go. Is he better than Austin Wells? I don't know. Yeah, I think Austin Wells kind of has that issue too, doesn't he?
He hits a fly ball
Oh,
to
it's not
shallow
the
right
first
field.
pitch.
He puts it away.
He just didn't get that
Yeah.
ball deep enough to move.
Is he better than Austin Wells? Sure, sure. I mean, I'd move him if we got something back for him. You know, it has to be something of value, and also it has to be, you know, Cardinals are trying to contend. They haven't really said, you know, oh, this is our window or anything like that. But you know, I'm in the mindset that the ownership, you know, they want to contend sooner rather than later. So I expect what they want back in a trade to be pretty close to the majors. You know, AA and up is what I would think.
Next up, Mike Matheny.
I don't know who's the Martian. Who the Martian plus? Yeah, baseball next season.
The intentional pass sets up the force play.
I don't know. It's too early for me to think about it. I feel like, but I think that comes into play with what teams are doing as far as
Here comes the first
who they're
pitch
trading
of the
for and
at-bat.
stuff.
The pitch is hit
Suppan.
up the middle.
Up the middle. Oh, I didn't mean to, but we're gonna send him.
The side is retired
I got
with
thrown
one
out.
runner stranded.
That is one heck of a throw.
Slid like an idiot. I should have stayed.
Heading into the
Because then I
bottom
had
of the
Beedrill
inning,
with the bases loaded.
Cardinals
Oh well.
lead by 5
Got greedy.
runs.
Yeah, baseball next year. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know how I feel about the salary cap. You know, I get it from the player's perspective. You know, they don't necessarily want one, but like, it just feels like we're gravitating towards that way with other major sports having it. Sometimes it's a little easier to consume as a fan with it. And what you just said, you think that with the Scooble stuff, you think that fans are going to side that way. I feel like they're already kind of siding that way. You know, it's not necessarily because, you know, they want their favorite owner to, you know, they're not as, you know, rich or whatever, how you want to call it, as like the major markets or whatever. But, you know, if there was a salary cap, it would kind of level the playing field a little bit with, I don't know about a floor. I don't know how a floor would work. I can't remember if hockey has one or not. But retain the talent. See, I feel like if you're gonna do a salary cap, then you also have to have almost like certain salary maxes per person. I know hockey has a cap. I wasn't sure if they have a floor. Or the NBA have a floor. I don't remember. They do. They got a different cap though. They got like different aprons and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna play out. It's just, it does feel like a lockout's inevitable. I don't know about, you know, I think they'll get something done. They don't want to miss games. At least the owners don't. Another thing that concerns me is like condensing the draft and stuff like that. That's annoying to me. They've already done that. They've already condensed the minor leagues, like overall. Oh, 2-run homer for Mike Piazza. Oh, it was a 1-run homer. Before that, Cameron got caught stealing. Okay, so there's 2 outs. Here's Mo Vaughn. He singles, and Kareem Garcia gets out. Yeah. NHL has a 20% cap on max on each player, right? You like the idea of international amateur draft together. So one big draft, right? Couple things would have to change for that, right? The you'd probably have to do the draft when for the international players would have to be like right now they can sign when they're like 16 or something. So you might have to change the age for that, right? And then, but then they're also talking about that. I know at the same time with, they were wanting to have the international draft or have a international draft. So then those players had to be 18, but then also they didn't want any high school players to get drafted. So that means stateside guys would have to go to college for 1 year, and I'm like, I just didn't get the raising of the age there for having two different drafts. So putting them together, I mean, the NBA's got it, right? So I mean, it can be done, but I think you would have to leave. I got jammed. I think you'd have to leave you'd have to either be like 17 or something like that. Maybe not 16 because there's high school kids that get drafted when they're 17, right? But they graduated high school. Same options. Yeah, I agree about the draft hype for sure. Yeah, the no signings or the don't sign. I think that's been kind of taken out of play though with the way the drafts, like the draft pools and maybe not taken out of play. It just hasn't happened as much lately with the player draft pool, and based on like basically how many picks you got, and then the picks are like slotted right for how much each pick is worth, and then it kind of goes down through the draft. All right, picking this back up, bottom four, Wigginton singles. I'm ready to be done facing the Mets because I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. He grounds into a double play. Gonzalez, pinch hit. He got on an infield single. Here's Jose Reyes, and he got out. But I don't know. I wish there was an international draft. I don't like the mystery of not knowing who these guys are. Oh yeah, it's very confusing. I agree with that. It is very confusing. The draft and the signing of the international free agents is just feels like it's all over the place. And like, hey, rolling with a homer. Like they have some of these players have like handshake agreements on $1 million deals like a half a year in advance. Supan's kind of in a pickle here, so it's first and second, one out. Bottom five, move on up. Oh, double play. There we go. Matheny leads off the top of the sixth. It's very confusing. Yes, the game does glitch like that sometimes in these menus. It also, like, when I'm coming out of the menu, sometimes it'll say a player has, like, all of their ratings are 99 until I hit swing away, and then it goes to the next one. Here's Matheny top six. Grounds out. Supan fouls out. Vidro. Sounds like he struck out. Yep. Yeah, but hey, appreciate the chat, by the way. I think the Cardinals are going to do awesome during the deadline. They've got a lot of really fun prospects they just acquired within the last year and a half. And either through the draft or through trades, and I'm just really excited about that. And also, I'd love if JJ can pick it back up and give us a Okay, okay, so they're pinch hitting Joe McEwing here, by the way, former Cardinal legend. Especially if JJ can stay hot and, or play well and earn the Rookie of the Year, so they can get that extra comp pick. Yeah, definitely not retooling. I don't think they need to. I think they just trade for the best players they can get, and then kind of go from there. I think they're loaded already, minor leagues. If they wanted to pull the trigger on a potential, blockbuster trade and trade a bunch of prospects, and that's gonna and then land like a superstar. I think that's happening after the, potential lockout once the CBA's agreed to. That's post CBA stuff, but I think that's kind of the playbook for them. Either that or they're gonna supplement the roster by trading eventually. But they're gonna kind of get the train rolling that they used to have with the, draft well and coach them up. They were churning out prospects like crazy while contending it for a long time in the 2000s, 2010s. Oh, that jam there. So I think that's kind of the plan. Just a revision, but that's the whole goal, is to get that back up and running. They're not going to do things how they used to do. That doesn't work anymore. So they got Edmonds grounded. Oh, that totally just skipped over Pujols' bat. I just realized. That's why I was hopping in. But that's kind of the plan, I think. Yep. Yep, exactly. Exactly, Tommy. That's right, man. A lot of the guys, man, I'm bullish on, that in the minors. I'm not, some of the guys on the current 40-man, I'm not totally sold on just yet, so I don't think time has, there's plenty of players still here that, I'm not saying that all players that came through the Mo regime are replaceable, not by any means, but there's some guys that I'm just like not totally sold on. I love Mason Wynn's defense, but his bat is concerning to me. So I'm interested to see how that kind of plays out. Like, not just this year, but next year too. Does he deserve will he earn, I should say, a extension? Right now, I would say no. So Tommy says, I'd like to see Newt leave. Is that because he's you don't like him as a player, or you don't like him as a personality? So another at bat here for Pujols. I like Newt. He was a good player when healthy. This year I feel like he's still kind of getting used to after the double heel surgery type situation. But I like, he's got base level. At the very least, Newt draws walks, so I think that's very valuable. So that's why he's even valuable in a trade piece, even though he hasn't been, even though he hasn't been like awesome this year. You know what I mean?
Foul ball off his foot.
There we go. 3 homers for Pujols. How's it going? 504. Wow, furthest homer of the series. You can't hang it there. Just over the Big Apple, too. We're going to have to clip that one off. Went past the scoreboard. 504. What a bomb. Going back to the chat here, I think we should have sold high on Newt after the WBC hype. Yeah.
one's into the gap.
Edmonds crushes
Long
one.
fly
Get
ball
up,
over
man. I just could
everyone's
not
head.
hit a homer with Edmonds, but he's gonna get another double. Yeah, I
Stand-up
mean,
double.
trying to
Pitcher
think
threw an
back, like
executed
who
that
else
pitch.
we
The
had
ball
at the
ended up
time that
fat
I
into
don't
the
know if
fence,
anybody
and
else was
Turkey, the
ready
batter, ate it up.
to
Kite,
like,
pass the mashed potatoes,
you know,
big boy.
step into that spot, you know. So it really would have
Stepping
mattered.
in,
Like, the
3
Cardinals were
for
really
4,
counting on
Scott
Newt
Rowland.
that year, and he was fine. Was that 2 years ago? No.
You can kiss that
This
one
guy's throwing
goodbye.
meatballs.
Home run.
Roland just mashed one.
Well, the skipper must be happy with that.
How do I feel
The
about
batter found
Libby?
something he could drive, and he hit it out for a 2-run homer. As a pitcher, you're never happy about giving up a big fly. The key, though, is bouncing back. Let's see if this pitcher is resilient or if he
So
unravels.
first things first, I think the Cardinals are not ready
That was a
for
well-timed visit to the mound. Let's see if it pays
a,
off.
you know, deep playoff run, right? So I personally don't think there's any harm in just letting him just start. I mean, it's try to figure it out. You know, he has got.
The Mets trail the Cardinals.
I feel like he's like a one bad inning guy, or like once a bad inning happens, it it might happen a second time, but he can strike dudes out. So I'm not necessarily ready to give up on him by any means. He's got team control. Try to trade him, you're not going to get much for him. I think putting him in the bullpen would be kind of a waste right now. He'd be great in the bullpen if like your rotation was stacked. You know what I mean? So I think also some of the starters that they currently have that are doing better than Libby don't have as good of stuff as him. They've just been locating better, almost, maybe. That's a better way to say it. Yeah, I don't want to make playoffs either. I agree. I don't think that was really ever the plan. All right, Suppan finishes it out. We got a complete game for Suppan here. We'll check out the box score real quick because we had an awesome offensive game here. Pujols goes 3 for 5 with 3 homers and 7 RBIs. Edmonds had 2 doubles. Roland had 2 homers as well. Yeah, so 5 homers. Pujols is up to 29 now. That's awesome. Yeah. I that's cool. I was kind of learning. I like McGreevy a lot. You know, my favorite thing was when they drafted him. They're like, his best attribute is his control. I'm like, okay, I mean that's awesome, but honestly, he's gotten better than I ever thought he would be. Not saying I thought he was gonna be bad. It's just like the way he was like advertised after we drafted him. It seemed like he didn't have like an elite tool, you know. So he's been great. You know, it's great to see. I'm not hating on him by any means. So, but I was also kind of meaning, like Palante. Like, I like Palante as a guy. You know, as a he's an interesting guy. But I mean, I don't necessarily want him. You know, when I think of building the rotation, I'm like, are these guys gonna be dudes that can pitch in the playoffs? Start for you? I don't know about that for Palante. I mean, he could prove me wrong. He's, he could still keep getting better. You know, a lot of these guys can't, right? They're still young. That's how I feel about Liberatore. Like, there's no reason to kick him to the bullpen, in my opinion. I mean, he pitched great today, so yeah, I like Palante's. I don't know what you mean by Timmy Jim delivery, but he has that thing where Rick reaches back and just like straightens his arm all the way out. If that's what you're talking about. That's kind of cool. All right, checking Twitter here real quick before we hop into the second game. Got the stats updated. Let me update the record here. We move up to 27-13. Just beat up on the Mets there. Oh, Tim Lincecum, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, similar. similar. I remember Lincecum was a fun pitcher to watch on the cover of a few of the MLB games. Was it just one? MLB 2K? Might have been 2 games. Yeah. I'd say Lincecum had it felt like his body parts were moving a lot more than Palante. Palante looks a little bit more controlled with his, but definitely like the herky jerk and the straight arm thing for sure. All right, so we're facing a lefty here. We're gonna counter with this might be Johan Santana. I don't even remember. I wish it showed you before, or you set the lineup like actually who you were playing. It does say if it was a lefty or righty. It says lefty up top. So, Vidro, Sanders, Pujols, Roland, Edmonds, Renneria, Matheny, Taguchi, Carpenter. Keep an eye on Carpenter. Got the low stamina. Yeah. We got a lot less dude. Yeah, you're right. Lincecum was definitely a wiry fella. And I think he was taller than maybe not a ton, but taller than Palante. I could be wrong with that. But trying to see if there's if I got any Jeff Passan, who I always have on push notifications for on Twitter. That gives me the updates pretty quick. He is usually like number one fastest, but looks like the Braves are getting Tyler Mahle from the Giants at 2. So it kind of feels like the teams that would fit for May are going to be the Phillies and the Yankees. Oh, it's Tom Glavine. All right, look at this throwback. Chris Carpenter versus Tom Glavine. Manage this game here. Yeah, Timmy wasn't like a big dude. I don't know how to tell this. Put up. .5'11". Yeah, he wasn't super. I guess maybe Palante's probably a little bit bigger than that. What does it say for? It says Tim Lincecum was 5'11", 170 on his baseball reference. That probably fluctuated a little bit, but. And Palante, yeah, 6 foot 215. So yeah, he definitely had some weight on him. I figured it felt like Palante was like, I don't want to say chunky, but a little bit more filled out than Lincecum was. But yeah, I think Heim's gonna cook. What are there any who are some of your favorite prospects you like in the minors? Not saying that guys that are needing to get called up or anything, but there's a lot of guys that I really that are just like crushing it this year, especially batting. I feel like just like hitters in general just like doing really well. All right, so we're gonna start game 2 of the manage mode. Vidro flies out. Sanders gets on. Looks like he walked. We're gonna hop into the game here and face Tom Glavine. Some of the guys that I really like, prospect wise, obviously like Rainiel Rodriguez is just a dude that just keeps hitting. Young guy in Double-A. These aren't necessarily in order, but like Ty Pete just got moved up to Double-A. We got him in a trade. We got him in that trade for Brendan Donovan from the Mariners. Liam Doyle is coming along at Double-A. Started rough, but he's getting better as we go. He's learning. I think he's got some really good stuff, and he's not gonna be like ready next year. And I know a lot of people when we drafted him were like they expected him to like almost like be Paul Skeens like up here next year. Cardinals haven't had a top 5 draft pick in 30 years, so they expect like the guy they get to be in the majors like as soon as possible. But Liam Doyle looks like he's going to be a stud.
Here's Albert Pujols.
And then I liked their pick this year. I didn't really have any expectations for having number 13. Pick number 13. Pujols liner going to be caught.
He makes the play for the out.
So I like Trevor Condon, who they drafted. He just looks like a really toolsy young athlete. He's super young, and looks like he's just going to be. He loves playing baseball. That's awesome.
Gathers it in with his glove.
Just feels like they're just. I kind of batted with rolling. I shouldn't have. Seems like their top 3, their last 3 first rounders that they've taken. JJ Doyle and Condon are dudes that they're rats. They're like, they just want to play ball and get better. You know what I mean? That's their number one thing. They live and breathe baseball. So that's what you want. So all right, so back to the managed mode here. Got out with Pujols in that first at bat against Tom Glavine. So here's Reyes. Bottom first against Carpenter. Carpenter gets through 1. Jim Edmonds, he walks. Renteria walks. Matheny is pretty good against lefties, so no outs for Matheny here. Of course, he strikes out. Taguchi with 1 out, and he hit into a double play. Great. Here's Piazza. He flies out. Carpenter gets Movan out. And then he strikes out the last batter there. I had a weird chat in my Twitch. But all right, so here's Carpenter, top of the 3rd. He's batting versus Glavine. He strikes out. Here's Vidro. Leadoff double for Vidro. Brings in Sanders. And looks like he grounds out. Move Vidro over to 3rd. So we're going to hop in here for the Pujols at bat. If this is right, my YouTube says I got 19 people watching right now. That is the most I've ever had watching at once. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for checking me out. Playing through the 2004 season of the Cardinals. These first 2 games against the Mets that we're playing tonight, we are doing the managed mode and then hopping in for the Pujols at bats. Let me know what your thoughts are on baseball in general, or say hi, join in on the chat.
Okay, this team really needs a big hit from this guy right here with that runner on 3rd base.
Got any comments about the game itself, or trade deadline, Cardinals, anything?
On base with 2 down.
What's going on?
Not close. That's a ball.
The pitcher needs to focus on the target.
Someone asked, what was that weird chat on Twitch? Well, you can go over to Twitch and subscribe and find out. Or I can just tell you that on that Twitch is more. Oh, there we go. Pujols bomb. Yeah, the Twitch chat was a spam. That happens on Twitch a lot. Actually, it's like, get AI viewers on this website, which I'm alright with. So Pujols bomb, another homer. That is homer number 30 on the year for him. It's May. It is May, and we have 30 home runs with Pujols. He doesn't get hurt, he might absolutely shatter the home run record.
Another ball by Glavine.
And I'm playing on.
There's a drive.
And Glavine hung another one.
Home run.
There we go. I'm playing just on default settings, so
Kite, this pitcher has his back against the wall. Those back-to-back taters. Let's see how
maybe
it
I need to
responds
move it up
after
a little
Skip
bit. I
moves
don't
it
know,
out there.
but this is just for fun. Have you seen the Savant stats on the prospects? Yeah.
Jim just hit 225 against
Is there
Southpaws, so
anyone
he did
specifically
homer
you're
once every
referring
10 at-bats
to?
against him.
Yeah, I mean, the Cardinals got, finally feels like they got some power getting developed.
The Cardinals lead by 3 in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Getting developing pitchers that can
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd.
strike out batters, which is awesome. So yeah, we're looking forward for that. Oh, thanks, Tommy. Appreciate the follow on Twitch. A lot of dudes in the minors. Jesus Baez, Joshua Baez. And they got some guys that are just kind of working their way back. Cooper Jerpy. Who's the other guy? Eshawn Henderson. Like, they just got a lot of dudes. They have so many times acquired so many guys, and they've drafted so many guys that are doing well, that there's going to be a roster crunch here coming up. I mean, you've kind of already seen it a little bit. That's another reason why they should kind of clear out some of these guys on the 40-man, but you already saw it with, Tink Hintz getting DFA'd. He's their number 2 prospect a couple years ago. So Carpenter gets through the 3rd unscathed, and then that brings in Renneria in the top of the 4th. He gets a single. Matheny gets a single. So 1st and 2nd for Taguchi. Taguchi fouls out. Here's Carpenter. We'll do a sack bunt. All right. Move the runners over for Vidro. So 2nd and 3rd for Vidro. 2 outs. And Glavin gets him out. So still 3-0 going to the bottom of the 4th. He's never healthy. Yeah, Tink Hintz was never healthy. There was a one time in 2024. Oh, Carpenter gives a home run to Reyes there. In I think it was 2024. He threw 7 innings. I know innings aren't everything, because it's just like a reflection of how many outs you get. He faced a lot of batters, and he completed 7 innings. It was his longest start ever. And I don't, if I remember right, he never completed 5 innings after that. The next game, he pitched like 4 1/3, and then they got pulled because he was hurt, and then came back after a while and never pitched more than 5 innings the rest of his minor league career. And then kind of this year he's been a reliever a little bit. So we got 1 out, bottom 4th. Here's Carpenter facing Cliff Floyd. He gives up a base hit, walks Piazza. So 1st and 2nd, 1 out for Mo Vaughn. He strikes out Vaughn. Kareem Garcia gets a single, and bases loaded for our old friend Ty Wigington with 2 outs. Oh, he gets a double, and he ties the game. So 2nd and 3rd still, and he walks. 2 walks. Okay, and then that brings in Glavin, and he gets Glavin out. So Yairo Padilla and Sebastian Dos Santos. Yeah, I don't remember. I think one of them just got moved up to low A. I don't remember which one, but definitely looking forward to seeing more of the international guys. Like, I paid more attention to those guys once they kind of come stateside. You want to see the DSL numbers, right? But then that's how they get up here. But I want to see them. I can see them more. I can actually watch them play. I don't get a lot of good. I don't know how to watch the DSL games anyway. But sometimes I'll watch the single A games on the MLB app. And I like watching them. I like to see if they're gonna pass my eye test. Just their body language and how they move and things like that. Not just like one at bat, but watch several games. So here's Pujols. Gonna hop in for him again. Yeah, Padilla. He's been crushing it. They got another guy too. I think his name's Oh, Emmanuel Luna. I almost said Hector Luna. Emmanuel Luna. And they think that he can crush the ball too. Kind of a big kid. Illegally stream. I don't even know how to. I know how to legally stream like. Oh, they hit me.
That one nailed him. This is about
House
to get
rule. You got to
messy.
charge the mound. Hopefully this doesn't hurt Pujols or Glavine for that matter. So they hit. Glavine hits Pujols after we went deep earlier in the game. And then we hit 3 last game. So Albert Pujols has been ejected. We'll pinch run for him. We'll bring in Cedeno. And then can I do So Pujols gets on base, we'll bat. So we'll do Cedeno, and my plan was to maybe move Edmonds to first. But, yeah, Glavine might get hurt, you're right. He's old man Glavine here. The last time that happened, which was a couple streams ago, where Brad Penny hit Edmonds, both guys got thrown out of the game. And so Glavine didn't get thrown out, though. He's still pitching. But in the previous time, Edmonds and Brad Penny got thrown out. And I went and checked the injury report later on. Edmonds, get out of here. Come on. There you go. Boom. There's our revenge. Don't hit us. Don't hit us or we'll take you deep. But anyway, sorry. Last time Brad Penny hit Edmonds, I checked the injury report and Brad Penny got hurt and he missed a start. Pedro Feliciano, I remember him.
Digging in, Edgar Renteria. He's looking for a second base hit of the ball game.
Check old Twitter real quick. Oh, I guess we should wait until
It's taken for a ball.
innings.
Long fly ball.
No
It
way.
could be out of here.
The balls are flying in shade tonight.
Home run. 4 homers allowed by Glavine.
What he gets for hitting me.
Back-to-back home runs. The offense
So-
really has this guy's number.
I know you kind of mentioned some of the international prospects, but the talking to Tommy here in our chat, he's talking about the Cardinals minor leagues, or we're both talking about them. But they like Ty Pete, and he looks awesome. I just like his batting stance. He looks like he's just going to kind of keep filling out too. Good outfielder. But they just moved him and Tanner Franklin back up to, or not back up, but up to Double-A. So they're moving these dudes up, man. They're gonna run out of room for some of these players to, because I mean they're gonna get their guys playing time. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right about that. I know that trade everybody was enamored by Jarangelo Sanger. Rightfully so. Dude's a freak. I don't know if he needs to be on Memphis right now, but he looks good. He looks good. We like his ERA a little bit lower, but he kind of seems to have the issue with 1 inning as well. From like the box scores I've been looking into. So bottom 5 here. We're definitely gonna try to get Carpenter through 5. Gets the first 2 out. All right, got. We'll see what we can do here. Maybe if Taguchi gets on, we won't pinch it. Carpenter's really low on his stamina, so we'll pinch hit for him. Our bench is already short though. So later on we might have to. You know what? We'll let him bat. Our bench is short, so Carpenter gets struck out. Vidro gets out. We'll see. We'll let Carpenter kind of flirt with this 6th, so we'll kind of take it as it goes. All right, well, he got through it. So struck out Piazza, then got a double play. Yeah, agreed, Tommy. He needs to be pitching righty for sure. Jarangelo, crazy that he can pitch lefty though. A couple things happened here. Sanders got on, base hit, Cedeno flied out, rolling single, so it's first and second for Edmonds, and he got a double play. We're gonna go ahead and sub Carpenter here. It's the 7th. We'll bring in Simon Tachi. Gets Wigington. Gets Anu. And he walks some queuing. Jose Reyes gets on. Cameron's up. And he walks. We're going to sub here as well. So brings in Cliff Floyd. We'll bring in a lefty. We're going to bring in, it's a tight game, so we're going to bring in Steve Klein. And he gets out with Floyd. Here's one of those glitches where it shows that Cliff Floyd is pitching. You kind of mentioned that a little bit. Tommy kind of mentioned that a little bit earlier in the stream. It happened last game. All right, so Renneria gets out. Matheny out. Taguchi homer. How about that? Needed that one. Brings in Steve Klein. This is where we're going to pinch it. And is this a righty? Let's see. Yeah, it's a righty. Pinch hit. Oh, I guess it didn't matter. We have lefties, pretty much lefties only. We're going to leave Molina on the bench. Just in case something happens to Matheny. So here's Anderson. He gets out, doesn't matter. We'll bring in Tavares here. Bottom 8. I don't remember. Did we trade Klein to the Giants? I thought maybe it was a free agent move. Let's look. I remember him pitching for the the Giants. I also remember him getting walked off in the 2002 NLCS. No, it looks like Steve Klein went to the Giants in 06 and 07 as a free agent. This was his last year in St. Louis, though, 2004. I mean, he was pretty dang good for the Cardinals. 12 and 11, 2.69 ERA. Strike anybody out, though? Not a big strikeout guy, but, he was kind of a lefty specialist. Whoa. Steve Klein finished 24th in MVP voting in 2001. Are you kidding me? Wow. Someone voted for Steve Klein in the 2004 NL MVP. Excuse me, 2001 NL MVP. That's insane. That is crazy. I didn't know that. I'm about to remember that. Yes, Tavares. Yeah, 2.7 WAR. I mean, that's not bad, but I don't know why he had especially for a reliever, that's great, but I don't know why he got an MVP vote. It's probably like the 10th vote, for somebody. Tavares did have a meltdown. He punched a phone. Bullpen phone, I'm pretty sure. It might have been against the Giants. That same series in 2002. Can I name some guys higher than him on WAR? In 2001? Could probably name a lot of guys. Vidro gets on. Sanders flies out. Cedeno gets out. So bottom 9 here. We'll kind of save Tavares. We'll bring in Esteban Yan. And he closes it out. Another Cardinal win. Oh. You're talking about for the Cardinals? 2.7 WAR for the Cardinals that year? 2001. I think they had like James Stack Schulte that year. as well. Oh wait, Dustin Hermanson, they had him too in the bullpen. We moved to officially over to 15 games. 15 games over 500. About that. How does that look? There we go. Well, there's a former Cardinal shockingly voted higher than Klein that year, and a current Cardinal starter in your franchise. Wait, there's a former Cardinal. Oh, more. You're talking about? I know. Yeah, Morris is up there. I'm cheating. I'm looking at the voting right now. Roland and Larry Walker both got the same amount of votes as Steve Klein. 2001 MVP vote. Both had double the WAR. WAR wasn't really looked at back then either, too. It's just kind of annoying going back and seeing some of these like seasons and you're like, man, not the best player won all the time. Oh, Felix Rodriguez. Ah. I mean, he had a pretty good year that year, and he was 9-1 out of the bullpen. Pitched 80 games. That's a lot. 80 games out of the bullpen. That's pretty fun. All right, it's Friday, May 21st. Yeah, I'm a big stat guy as well. What are some of your favorite? You got any favorite ones that you like to rattle off? Get the Pujols stats here on the screen real quick. Up to 397. We really only had 2 at bats there, huh? .404 on base. Oh hell yeah! Up over 400 again. Slugging back over 1,000 because all those jacks. Six, and then OPS 1.410. Wow. Yeah, Javi Lopez, great player. He's another guy that, especially in MVP 03, I traded for all the time. Jimmy Journell's mad. Here we go. Key series. Look out for Sammy Sosa. He's batting 372. Joey Wilson got suspended 6 games. Let's go check the injury report. Let's just double check Pujols isn't hurt, I guess. I didn't get a... Here's scouting report. Probable starter. Just one starter? Kerry Wood, the next game. Here's our last series against them. Win, loss, win, win. This game also wouldn't... yeah, the Marlon Anderson OPS off the bench is pretty gnarly. A lot of pinch hits, 21 games, 23 at bats. I think I started him once. He's got a couple jacks. The OPSs are kind of insane actually right now. I think it's just I'm like skewing them pretty harshly with just playing my games. Like I'm just absolutely raking with these guys when it comes to homers. Obviously Pujols, but Roland, Sanders, and Renteria. Renteria's got 14 homers and 23 RBIs. Like that's That's some Jed Jerko shit right there. Yeah, I do have Heron still. You know, in 2005, I won't have Heron, right? We'll have Mulder. But I do have Heron. I got him in the bullpen. I've been kind of using him as a spot starter because of, not Trent Jackson's. Here's the roster. Here's the pitching rotation. I have Heron in here. Kind of use him as a spot starter with Marquis and Carpenter kind of low on overall stamina, and I kind of split them two like this in the rotation so I can counteract the bullpen a little bit with that, because it bit me a couple times the first month. Yeah, Woody Williams is having a great year, but I mean, compared to like the league leaders, we're not that high as far as when it comes to pitching. What was I gonna look at? Injury news. We got injuries. No injuries for us. Let's go over to the Mets. No. So no injury for Glavine. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let's see. We're gonna start this game. It's at 1:05 in the afternoon. We'll pitch with Morris. We'll start with Morris. Try to lower that ERA under 3 today for Morris. And I'm pretty sure we're facing Kerry Wood. So we're gonna start with we're gonna go Vidro, Renteria, Pujols, Edmonds, Rollins, Sanders, Langford. We'll do Molina today just for fun. I like to play with him. And then Morris kind of rounds us out there. At the bottom. Yep, so it's Morris, Kerry Wood. And this is how we'll play. And yeah, Tommy, you're right about Jason Marquis. His batting rankings in the game are not very, or his batting ratings, I should say, aren't really very good. Like they should be, right? He was a good batter. Lefty, batted lefty.
Hello and welcome everyone to Wrigley Field.
I know. I remember in some of the old games, or in the LaRussa days, there'd be games that would get out of hand and go into the minor, or go into the like extra innings maybe even, and he'd even pinch hit, and I'm pretty sure he pinch ran. Talking about Marquis.
The Cubs are trying to make it 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's not quite, Mike Hampton either.
We're set to go. Starting for the home team, Kerry Wood. Hey, partner, which one of these guys should we keep an eye on?
Mike Hampton was a good hitter. I think he hit. I looked it up on one of the streams before. He hit like 8 home runs one year.
His hard work could rub off on his
maybe it was 7. 8 sounds like a lot. All right, so we got a day game in Wrigley. Game looks pretty good in the day here. Haven't had a lot of day games.
There's a foul ball. 1-2.
Ooh, big curveball. So tonight, we did 2 managed games. One, we're doing this full game, and then we'll do 2 of the managed games to finish out this series. So moving forward, I do have some time kind of getting freed up off of my weekly schedule, so I'd like to kind of get through, maybe have a longer stream. Oh god, man, he's just throwing this curveball almost every pitch now. Get through some of these games, start cranking them out, Oh my god. Insane. Starts at his elbow.
The pitcher threw the ball right where the catcher had set up.
So 2 Ks for Kerry Wood, pitching us dirty here already. Because we're at, how many games? We're 28-13, right? So we've played 51 games. Pujols got Pujols to pop out. Yeah, good catch by Derek Lee. Oh yeah, Marquis did win a. Yeah, look up. I did this the other day. Look up Mike Hampton's WAR career WAR. I think he's got 10 career batting WAR and like 20 career pitching WAR. I'll do it too real quick. I looked it up a few weeks ago. Yeah, 28 career WAR, pitching WAR, 20.7. So he's got like 9 batting WAR. 7.5. Mike Hampton's got 7.5 batting WAR. 1.2. He's got 2 seasons over 1, and another season and 2 other seasons of 0.9. Mike Hampton, career 246. Not bad. Not bad for a pitcher, right? Yeah, I don't remember the triple who it was against, but also I need to check my fantasy score here real quick. Is the Dodgers game still going on? Oh, it is, yeah. I need Chapman to come into the game in our Yahoo League. I'm down by 1 point. And he's my only player left. So I need Chapman to come into the game against the Dodgers. Let's turn this thing back on. Game options, visual options.
Thank you, and enjoy the
Okay.
Is in there for a strike.
One thing I couldn't do that I wish I couldn't figure out how to do it, but I'll make sure I get the rosters as close as I can possible before I create the franchise for the next season for MVP.
Yanked to the right side. He
I
makes the
play my
diving
pool holes.
stop.
Yep, there we
They
go.
make the play to first.
I haven't decided which MVP, like, I'm only 50 games into this, and then, we're going to have playoffs too, right? So I anticipate this is going to take me through, like, at least October. I'd like it to be done sooner than that, but you never know.
He hits it foul straight back.
Well, October's not that far away, but this is definitely going to take me through October, I should say. And then I'm just going to
Off the end of the bat.
start right away and pick up another baseball game and play another season.
That's a nice play. He stayed right on it, made a good play.
Stepping in, Sammy
I haven't decided if I'm going to do 05 or 03 next. I'm also been having kind of the itch to play like MLB The Show, like 2006 or 7. Haven't made up my mind with that just yet. I feel like for the health, maybe that's the wrong way to say it, but for my more diverse videos, that I should play a different brand baseball game next. But I really do like the MVP games. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to MVP 05. But Tommy mentions here that you can help me if you do 05. You have a ton of stuff. What types of stuff do you have? What are you talking about?
Nice curveball and a great spot, right where the catcher called for it.
There's a strike.
But here's Edmonds. He's 0-2, down 0-2 quickly. There we go.
The pitch is hit to right
Oh no
field.
way! I thought that was a homer. Hit it so hard. Flies out to right. Man, I thought I got all that when I tattooed it. Just right at him. He's killing me with these roster mods. So,
to the right side.
dude, I imagine you're talking about like files, right? So I'm playing on the actual PS2. So I don't. Those obviously the mods wouldn't work.
He dives and makes the stop.
I would like to play on the original hardware. That's kind of like my thing. I got the like the upscaler and stuff for that purpose. But the mods out for that do look incredible. There's a guy that's on Twitter that I follow that's doing some MVP 05 stuff right now. He's got the frame rate up real high. It looks incredible. I'm trying to remember his name.
Ramirez has plenty of power to all directions.
I can't remember his name. I'll send him your way though. I'll message you on I'll message you the guy that once I see his handle pop up on my Twitter. As far as he's like going into the code and like doing like refresh rates and stuff. But yeah, if there's a way I could, you know, put it on my my PS2 memory card and do it that way, like with the rosters and stuff, that'd be awesome. It's like one of the issues I have in this MVP season that I'm playing through right now is like the Cubs don't have Greg Maddux. He's sitting as a free agent, and so is Ivan Rodriguez, a couple other guys, but those are the two big guys that, you know, signed after the discs were burned for this game. So kind of missing out on that. You can buy memory cards with all the updates and mods. That's interesting. Even the mods on the PS2, like, what types of mods? You're talking about like batting, like new batting stances and stuff, or like pitching? I don't know. Like, what do you mean by mod? Like, what type of mods? Stadium mods?
That's a good idea right there. Trying to get the batter to chase a fastball out of the zone.
Just got some wood on it. 1-2.
There we go. Good eye.
2-2. Sends a softly hit ball down the line.
I'm pretty sure there's a way you can do era appropriate stuff. We're gonna go back in time.
That one is
a little late on that, but oh wow.
Kite, that's a great diving catch. You'll see that again.
Molina gets robbed.
Up next, Matt Morris.
What do you mean by back in time? Because I know, like, in 05, they have like that filter or whatever for like the old games and the old stadiums. If you want to have it on, you can turn it off. At
the plate to lead off the inning, Michael Barrett. Slider caught the inside corner.
Yeah, I'd be interested in definitely the roster mods.
Right into the catcher's target.
He cued that off the end.
Because that'd save me a lot of time, you know.
And the catch is made by Renteria.
Oh yeah, back in the dead ball area. Oh, okay. Like 94. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Deals. There's a strike with the fastball.
I've got I have an idea for grand scheme of things when I'm doing this is, oh, that's cool about the prospects. That's cool for like trading and stuff. And then it's going to take me forever to go through this, like, to play through the overarching idea I have that I want to do. Basically, I'm trying to just, I'm replaying, like, Pujols' career, essentially. You know, that was, like, what I grew up on, what a lot of us Cardinals grew up on, Cardinals fans grew up on. And, just almost playing a different game for each season, and then tracking his stats. So that's why I'm also tracking his stats, like on the screen here. Is, you know, this will count towards his 2004 season that I'm replaying through. There we go, base hit. Oh yeah, all right, got over his head. And then like if I play, you know, MLB 07, and I'll play through that year.
That's a nice piece of hitting.
You know, that'll be his 07 season, and then, you know, just kind of the title of the series is Revisionist Continuity, so just replaying it, but, you know, obviously there'll be different stats, so, you know, see what we can do to recreate the pools of stats, you know, we're gonna break Hank Aaron's record, you know, that type of stuff. So Renteria flies out after Vidro's single. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. It's been something I've been thinking about for a few years that I've been wanting to do, and then.
Here's the pitch.
Oh wow, 95. I was waiting for curveball. Couldn't touch that.
Weekly hit by Pujols.
So finally got a computer that I could, you know, stream with and everything like that, and got the right hardware to do it. But I've been slowly just picking up different baseball games that I didn't already have. Like basically I've just been I might want to do like videos like on every baseball game that I used to play in the PS2 era eventually, even though the 2K ones are not that fun. I went through, before I started the series, I went through each of the games that I have behind me, and like I started a franchise to see, basically try to like calculate how long it would take me to play games and like how I could play the games. Like I knew in MLB, and then also in later versions of the show, you could essentially like hop in and out of the game and do like manage mode. And you know, that got me thinking, you know, instead of playing the full game, I can at least I can play a full game, but then I'll supplement that with managed games. And there's just the first hit of the game for the Cubs, Skridzalonic. There's certain games like I'm just gonna have to play almost all the games. The first couple of MLB The Shows, like in 06, when I go to play the 06 season, I'm gonna pretty much have to play the full game, which is okay. It's just gonna take longer.
Here's the pitch.
Oh, second hit of the game.
Hits this one to shallow right field.
So first and second.
He reaches with a one-out single.
Boy, nothing wrong with that.
The other day, I finally found this game. Did you ever play this one? MVP 07. NCAA. Yeah, manage sim mode. Which game are you talking about for the managed sim mode?
Swings and misses, and that's a strike.
Yeah, MVP 07 is definitely a gem. I have 06, and 06 is actually pretty common. You can find it a lot of different places, like pretty much anywhere. All these retro game stores, they have so many of the sports titles, it's insane, but some of them are kind of hard to find.
There's a line drive.
Edmonds with a shoestring catch, saved a run. Oh yeah, early the show, I think. Let me check.
In his last at bat, he struck out.
I put notes in these games. Bear with me here for a second. Oh, maybe I didn't for 06. I still need to check 06. Yeah, I still need to check 06. And then I think I have 07. I definitely checked, so I have a note in here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe I don't. What the heck? Thought I did. I gotta check those to see how I'd have to do that. Checked 08, and there's a note in here. So, in MLB The Show 08, there's no manage mode yet, but you can sim like half innings. So you can do like the games that I wasn't gonna play, I could just do like, you know, essentially offense only, and kind of do a workaround that way. Have I played the MLB Manager on 360? That's funny you mentioned that, because I also just picked that up. I think this is the one you're talking about, right? The 2K one. I haven't played it, but I found it for $5, and I didn't have it, so I said, I don't know when I'm gonna play it, but I'll pick it up, because I haven't seen it anywhere, and just came across it. Oh no.
Edmonds won't catch up to this one.
Well, the Cubs are going to take the lead here. That's a double to the gap. I think that's Aramis Ramirez.
Ramirez not only brought 2 runs home, but now he's standing on.
Yeah, that's actually what I heard about the game. And I low-key picked it up for also to see if there's trophies for it. I haven't seen if there are trophies. I used to be a kind of a trophy hunter. I still kind of am when it comes to these sports games, but
fooled him, and he swung too soon.
So down 2-0, bottom 4 here. Game's going by pretty quick though.
Swings late and misses.
But yeah, no, actually I haven't played it. So yeah, NFL head coach was pretty dang good, actually.
He sends a grounder to the left side. Renteria.
So 2-run double. Give up a 2-run double.
First base. The Cubs lead the Cardinals 2-0.
I got some offense going. Perry Wood's been pretty tough against us. It might be a quick night for the offense if we can't get it going. I just got to start swinging at that slider. The slider, curveball, changeup.
The catcher sets up a target and the pitcher nails it with a slider.
Oh my God! That looks like a fastball right down the middle.
3 pitches, 3 strikes. Doesn't get easier than that, partner.
He said there are, but yeah, got a lot of games to play through. Like I said, I went through, made a bunch of notes on them. I think 07 and 08 are the same when it comes to if there's no manage mode. But I think 09 for MLB The Show you can.
That one goes foul. Good grab.
And what's going to be nice too is once I get to the 07 season, I will be, I'll be on the PS3. So, I'm not going to have to use an upscaler, but
the delivery. And there's strike 2.
So it'll look a little bit better. Oh my God! I can't touch. I can't touch Kerry Wood right now.
Starting off the at-bat with a strike. Nice pitching.
Yeah, I played a lot of the NHL games too. I got a few of them back here.
Here's the first batter of the inning, Michael.
I really don't have a ton of the hockey games anymore. I started going digital for a while, so I'm kind of just like re-picking them up as I go. But I got the classic, Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey on N64. Those were always fun. NHL, I got the NHL hits games. I played a lot of played those a lot when I was younger. And I did really enjoy the NHL series for a long time. I really haven't been lately, though. I like playing, like, the franchises and stuff, and, like, doing rebuilds and things like that, and then, like, hopping in and playing the games. But the versus the computer as a human is, like, either way too easy. I haven't found a good set of sliders or way to play the game against the computer in the NHL series in a long time. So, how far back do your systems go?
For more on MVP baseball,
I have an N64 right here.
I'd
like to. I have a series in mind for the N64 as well. For some games against the. Come on, get over set. But so, yeah, N64. I'd have to get some different cables, but my upscaler will work for that too. But mainly, God dang, why do I keep swing at the first pitch? Mainly, I wanted when it comes to these baseball series for the Pujols thing, you know. The PS2 is gonna kind of take care of the early years of that, and then it switches over to PS3, and then PS4. I don't have a PS4 actually anymore. Getting the gap. There we go. Vidro.
He's around first.
His second hit of the night. NHL is your game. You're pretty competitive in it. Yes, nice. I played a lot back in the day during like the NHL series, like 06 through like 15, 16. I played a lot, especially online, like head to head. And then I didn't for a while.
Way too early. He may have been looking for
just kind of like ran out of time, and I stopped playing like a lot of head to heads. But those games were really fun, and now I buy it every year, and I played the EASHL with a buddy, and you know, we screw around for a few months and play like once a week sometimes, and then just kind of peters out. You know, we stink. I stink because I only play like once a week. And I usually play wing because I stink at face-offs.
Turned on and hit on a line. Just missed snaring that one. It's going to be a hit. A base hit.
Well, he keeps his hands back.
And my buddy that I play with, he's better than me, so I kind of just like to
Up next with one single already, Mark Grizzolonic.
Run around and throw some hits, and then try to get open for one-timers and stuff like that. Usually I'm not like the puck carrier guy, if that makes sense. Oh, you did? Wow, you did esports? That's cool. That's intense.
That one's foul. And he gets the swinging strikeout.
Never play. I don't know. Maybe I did get up pretty high in a couple of these games back in the day. I got up to like the highest you can get in MLB The Show one year on online, and then I just ran out of time to keep it up, so I didn't do it anymore. I used to play like hundreds of NHL games, head to head online, like team play. I know now it's like a lot of 3v3, you play your own guy type of situations. And there we go, double play, got out of it.
Now that's a pitcher's best friend, the double play, and I know of what I speak.
Yeah, the gaming communities. I agree. They've definitely feel like they've been like when it comes to sports, you know, there's less games. There's just less games, man.
It's hit down
Less
the line.
competition, less reason to innovate,
Hits it into
you know.
foul territory.
But oh, why did I swing at that? Jesus, I knew that was a ball. World Series, I can't hit for shit.
3 straight strikes and he's gone.
Oh,
Oh,
he
pitcher
fooled me.
makes quick work of this guy.
That was a ball.
Jim
Wood is carving us
strolls
up.
to the plate. Swings and misses.
I do. You mentioned connected franchise. I played through.
Right through the strike zone. The batter could not connect.
Oh man, way early on that. There's I don't know, 4 or 5 years where me and some buddies were running some online leagues for Madden in their connected franchise. That was always really fun. You know, you got to have the right balance of timing and guys wanting to stick with it, you know. But there we go. See ya. Can't throw a meatball there. 447 for rolling.
Sweet solo shot. He really got a hold of it and gave
Are you
it a
playing
run.
Madden? You said?
Kite, that pitcher's got to feel disappointed right
I got a
now.
buddy on in
Giving up a ball
my
like that is
fantasy
never
league.
easy
He
to
wants me to get the new one, then we could do like a connected franchise for Madden. We'll probably do it. You're welcome to play too. I'm sure there'll be plenty of spots, you know.
That was by him before he swung. Fly ball hit the other way to the
Did
right
he get it?
side.
Did he get it?
What a
Oh,
great running
Sosa with a
by
catch.
Sosa. It's
So
time
rolling with
for
the homer, cut the
7th
lead in
strike.
half there. No, I'm not good at Madden. No, I haven't played. Honestly, I haven't really. I lost interest in the NFL for quite a while with the Rams leaving. I was really into it for a long time, but not so much anymore. I probably don't even know. I think I bought Madden 2 years ago. I played it. I played through the college football game last year. That was really fun, actually. Or maybe it was the first year they came back. I can't remember if that was last year or the year before. But yeah, I will also get carved up. Don't worry. It'll mainly be it won't be like a 30 user league by any means. It'll mainly be, you know, against CPU teams.
1 strike count. Morris gathers the ball.
Come on.
They get
There we
tied up
go.
at second. Got
Double
him.
play.
Double play.
So we'll keep it somewhat realistic. What's way too much? That's way too much. Oh, the franchise?
Barrett
Online
takes it into
franchise?
play. His last at bat was a ground out. And the pitch.
Oh,
Strike with
all
a
teams are
fastball.
users, yeah. I have played in a few of those.
Caught him looking.
I think it was definitely Madden. Pretty sure it was Madden 09 and 10 and 11. I did that.
He goes
And then
out
I
to
kind
right.
of scaled it back to just some
That
buddies.
good for the Cubs in the 7th.
You ever heard of a
With 2 innings
website
left, the
called
Cardinals trail by 1.
Operation Sports? Used to post there all the time. I post there every once in a while still, but
Strike. He was
So,
late on that pitch.
basically a sports video game forum, and a lot of leagues and stuff formed out of that.
Just out of the fielder's reach.
There we go, base hit by Langford up the middle.
He's on with a single.
Hey, partner, that was just a good piece of hitting there to get the single.
Yeah, Operation Sports was, I mean, that's like, it still exists, but it's not as active as it used to be. That's where I learned a lot about, like,
And
rosters.
here's the
Just
pitch.
Accurate rosters. Oh,
Almost
down
a
the
great
line.
play.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep
He's
it.
on first with a single.
Molina just put the ball with
Yeah, how's the NHL beta? I signed up for it, and then I got a code, and I just didn't have time to do it. Oh, yeah, I know they brought it back. I saw that it looks like it stinks.
He drops down a bunt.
No,
One gone.
bunt did not work.
That's
I
an
saw that
infield
the
single.
connected franchise
Couldn't get
is
the job
like,
done advanced
there's no
runners.
computer
Not being
teams.
able to lay down a sac bunt is
There's, like,
inexcusable.
There's no computer teams. It's not like they mirrored the franchise and just like made it online. So it's not like you can go from year to year
It's even
either,
at one.
you know.
Ooh, that was just a wee bit tight, partner.
Fly ball taken to left. Alou gets there easily. Grabbed by the
But
left
Morris
fielder.
can't get the bunt down. Vidro flies out. Here's Renneria. Yeah, no more than 1 year. I'm going to pause this real quick just so I can gather my thoughts here. I also had read on Twitter that, so say that you're going to do an online franchise and you got 10 of your buddies, right? You each pick your 10 teams. The teams that aren't selected, not only are they not controlled by the computer, but those teams are just like, they just don't exist in the franchise. And then all those players, since they're not on teams, they're in free agency. So then everybody can just stack their teams. And then it's just like fantasy hockey, but you're playing the games. It's just, I don't know. Like that could be a mode. I could see where that might be fun, but don't advertise it like it's connected franchise or whatever they were calling it, because it's not. It's not a franchise. You're not the owner. You're not controlling hiring of coaches with ratings and things like that and developing players, and you're not drafting, you're not doing draft picks. You know, it's just kind of a hodgepodge of like an online group play, basically, is kind of what it looks like.
2 on with 2 down.
Come on, get
Softly
through.
hit by
Oh, I got through.
Renteria. Almost a great play. Out number 3.
Oh no, I sent him to tie the game. Now as stupid as that Pujols up next. What am I doing? I thought for sure he was just going to get in quickly, and it was Molina.
Heading into
That
the
was
bottom
dumb.
of the inning, the Cubs lead 2 runs to 1.
Oh, you lose all the players who don't want to play?
The Cubs have action in the bullpen. 2 right-handers warming up. Leading
Yeah.
off, Alex Gonzalez.
Yeah, so it's not real
Here's the pitch.
online franchise, you know.
Right at the knees for a strike.
All right, so we're in the bottom of the 8th here. Morris is still cruising.
Vidro stays
I'm reading
with
this
it.
right. We got
1
32
down.
watching right now. Thank you
Playing
for
that ground ball is a good example
checking out
of
the
a guy keeping his
stream.
glove down. Super play.
Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if you'd like to check me out again. We're doing the 2004 season here,
First pitch of the at-bat coming.
and I believe this is May 20th
He gets
or
strike 1.
21st of 2004, and we're in Chicago for game 1,
Here's the delivery.
and then we'll do 2 managed games after this.
Way late
But they're
on that
leaving
one.
Kerry Wood in. He's got a 2-1 lead.
Ground
He's
ball
gonna
down the
roll
left
over a
side.
grounder.
Renteria scoops up the grounder, 2 away.
Oh man, did he get a good jump on that?
Yeah, I'm
ground
not
ball.
sweating it.
Good range.
I got a hit. I'm not sweating the pitching. I made that one mistake pretty much. Gave up that double. All right, so but here's the top of the lineup for the Cubs though. Corey Patterson. So we'd make sure we get him out.
Ball strike.
And it's pretty dumb of me though. I would have had the
That's
bases
strike
loaded for
number 2.
Pujols. That was dumb, and I tried to run and score the tying run with Molina.
The count is
And
1-2.
the way it was hit up the middle, it was hit pretty slowly, so I thought I had time, and then he just got
Deals.
absolutely gunned out at home.
Change up for a ball down low.
Try to sneak one
The
over
count
his
is
head
even
here.
at 2. Got
Yep.
him with the
See you
fastball.
down. See ya. Sit
He could
down.
not catch up with strike 3. See you later.
Oh, he even said it.
Entering the final inning, St. Louis trails by 1.
It's do or die time right now. They have to manufacture a run here.
Swings at the pitch and misses. Way late. He must have been looking
Looks like it's
for
going to
something
drop
off
into the
speed.
zone.
And here's the pitch. He yanks it to the left side.
Yanked it foul.
Pujols fouls it off.
There we
Almost
go.
got it. There's a
You
hit.
got any passing bombs yet?
Okay, this batter's locked in. Got his pitch, hammered it. That's just sweet hitting is all.
Nope. Nothing
Edmonds
recently.
digs in. His last trip to the plate ended with a strikeout. Fastball over the heart of the plate, strike. 1 ball, 1
Looking
strike.
for something up. Looking for something up.
Tried to paint the outside corner but missed away.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
That's not going to be good.
Gonzalez feels the ground ball. They have him trapped.
We got Pujols and a run down here.
Double play.
Once he was caught in that rundown, it's just a matter of time before they tag him out.
Oh, boy.
Defense is
So
setting
waste
up,
of a
expecting this dude to hit one the other way.
hit there.
Roland is next at the plate. He's 1 for 3.
Get over his head.
Over the shoulder. What a catch.
Kerry Wood goes for a complete game against us.
The Cubs
It's not a great night
ride a 3-game
offensively.
winning streak.
Rolling with the only homer.
Chicago Cubs
Really
win
with
it
the,
by
I mean, I
1.
should say rolling with the only run with a homer. So Cubs take the first game of the series. It's all right. Everybody's freaking out on the bench. We're still 14 games over 500. So, I mean, we got hits. We got 7 hits. Just couldn't string together any runs. Made a couple base running mistakes. Let's see how many. Morris pitched good. 8 innings, 2 earned runs. Lowered the ERA. All right, so we dropped game 1 there. Not ideal, but it's all right. All right, team. Before we pick back up here, this next game, I am going to use the restroom real quick and grab a drink, and then we'll do the final 2 manage games. Be right back. All right, we're back here. Let's go ahead and update the scoreboard here. And we got 2 more games left. Both going to be managed games, though. That way we can get them in. And let's see. It's all right. 28 and 14. Yep. I'll update the pool hole stats at the end of the video. We kind of already did it a couple times because nothing happened that last game as far as homers, RBIs, or anything. So. All right, so play today's game. Ben here. Appreciate everybody checking out the stream. Thank you so much. Having a great time doing this. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Gonna go with Woody Williams here. Facing a righty. We'll put Matheny back in for this game. Leave Langford in there. Kind of leave the lineup. It's been kind of locked in for a while now. The same lineup. Yeah, appreciate Tony. Tommy. Yeah, getting some traffic. That's interesting how it's kind of playing out. Williams versus Zambrano in this game. Whoop, I just hit play, didn't I? I need to go back into management. What am I doing? That's all right. Yeah, Zambrano was under the lights in Wrigley.
And again, it looks like a great evening for a ball game.
But it really does
Look at those gaudy offensive numbers. Edmonds with only 7 homers.
Here's your matchup, the St. Louis Cardinals.
He's got like 26 doubles though. All right, so kind of skip through that a little bit because we need to get to.
And here's the delivery.
I think this might not let me. Okay, never mind, it did. Going back to the sim options here and get into the manage mode. I accidentally hit to start the game. So Vidro going to swing away with him, fouled out. Renneria gets on with a walk. Now walk. Hop back into the game, and we'll play the pool hole setback. Yeah, Zambrano was always fun to watch. I always liked watching him. He could hit a little bit.
Here's Albert Pujols. The pitch is fouled off to the right.
Foul ball. Gotta be earlier than that.
Shallow fly ball to right field.
Didn't get all of it. I was trying to poke it down the right field line. So get out with Pujols. We'll hop back into the manage mode. Edmonds will be on with Renteria on first. And he gets out. So Williams starts us off here, bottom 1. Patterson leading off. He gets out. Gretzelana gets out. Struck out looking. Sosa struck out. Roland gets on with a single. Sanders grounds out but moves him over. Langford strikes out. Matheny with a hit. Scores Roland. Matheny clutch. And Woody Williams gets out. Here's Derek Lee. Infield single. Aramis Ramirez erases him with a double play. Lou gets out. Cardinals have the top of the lineup here. Vidro gets on. Here's Renneria. And he gets into a double play. A lot of double plays here. So Pools is up, nobody on. We'll hop in for this. I know Tommy will answer this, but curious of what, if anybody's watching, if they did the Cardinals like uniform, Cardinals uniform survey.
Hit to the left side. Gonzalez loves the
tough.
ball.
Oh, it came off the bag.
That one was misplayed and ruled an error.
An error? I don't know.
Hey, partner, look
I guess the throw was an
an
error.
that ball and didn't feel it with any urgency.
What about the first pitch? I need to relax with that.
Digging in, Jim Edmonds.
Might be a cold game. They got their cold gear on. And Edmonds. Oh, great play by Alou there.
Hey, he timed that ball perfectly.
Robbed him.
Great diving grab.
In the middle of the inning.
Oh yeah, there's a Cardinal survey for the uniform. And everybody's excited. So definitely you should take that. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna hop back into the sim options. I'm gonna refresh Twitter for any trade news. Don't see any trade news. Oh, did they move up? Did they move up somebody else? Let's take a look. They might have moved up Brandon Clark too. Double checking to see. I thought they might have moved up Brandon Clark, but I don't see anything yet about that. Nothing yet. Yeah, so the Cardinals put out a survey when it came to like their uniforms and stuff, and you basically are like ranking a couple different things, you know. Oh, so Woody Williams is in a jam here. 2 hits and a walk. Gridzlonics up with a minor bases loaded with 1 out, and he gets a hit. It's 1-1. And Sosa strikes out with the bases loaded. Wow, big out for Williams, but now he's got Derek Lee with the bases loaded. And he walks him. And he walks Ramirez. And he walks Alou. And he gets Barrett out. So walked in 3 runs with the bases loaded. After he gave up a hit. So Roland leads us off in the top of the 4th, and Cardinals are down 4-1. Sanders gets out. Langford gets out. Williams back out there. Zambrano gets a hit. And he gets out of the 4th. You hate the new bird, the one holding the ball behind his back. That one's been around for a while. I think he's called Angry Bird. And he was like from the 50s or something. But yeah, they're using it a little bit on a couple other things. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the City Connects when they came out. I was just like, oh okay, those are cool. I bought one. Oh, Williams gets a hit. So both pitchers have a hit. and Rennery gets out. So no Pujols at bat with a runner on. I bought one when Goldschmidt left. I found one for $50, so I bought one of those. So I have one. It's not my first choice for sure. So Williams in a bind here again. We're just gonna take him out. We're just gonna take him out. He doesn't have it tonight. We'll bring in Dan Herron. Let him clean up a couple innings. He gets Ramirez out and gets a Lou out. But he gives up a hit and gives up those 2 runs. So it's 6-1 Cubs. Got some work to do offensively. Yeah, the Cardinals are actually part of that survey. Is like, should they have new City Connects? And I voted, yeah, they should, because why not? You know, why not have more uniforms? That's how I see it. It's more money for the team.
Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch high.
Sometimes you try to make a hitter chase your pitch. That's what you saw with that fastball.
Boom.
Way out of here. What a shot.
450. The fans are chanting overrated.
Nice work on
And
the
Zambrano leaves a curveball down the middle, and Pujols takes him to dead center for 450. That's the 4th?
The Cubs have someone warming up in the bullpen.
Maybe the 5th? No.
Jim Edmonds.
I think the 4th homer of the stream for Pujols. Had the 3-homer game.
Before he swung.
The pitcher tried to get the batter to go fishing, and he did, but came up empty.
Against the
And he
Mets.
swings and misses.
And then they hit him the next game.
0-2. 3 pitches, 3
That splitter looks so good up there.
Hey, he really showed
Just
me a lot
late
out
on
there.
it,
3
way
pitches
late.
and grab some pine meat.
Wow, 45 people watching. Wow. Look at that.
He made contact, but it's foul.
Roland hits one foul here. Trying to get something going here. So if you're first time watching, during these managed games, we do the Pujols thing.
Misses
Come in,
with a
play with
slider.
Pujols, do the Pujols at bat. If we get a hit with him, we keep playing.
Base is
So
empty with 1 out. He
gotta
goes
try to
out
make the
right.
most of it.
That'll go for
There's a
extra
double for
bases.
Roland down the line.
He's rounding first. And he's in there.
Love to
standing
score
with a
another run
double.
here.
That's the 6th base hit for St. Louis. The Cubs have started up their bullpen. Reggie Sanders.
Here's Sanders.
is in the
Sanders,
batter's box.
stay hot, Reggie. Why not?
Over the right fielder's
He
head.
hit it hard. Get up.
It
It's off the
bounces
top of the
off
wall, so it's going
He's
to be
on his way
back-to-back
to the
doubles. That's
plate.
going to score a run.
A run scores on the play. That's an RBI.
That's a nice at bat
see.
right there. He gets that run home.
Tommy
He
says I did as well.
scored
Put both
himself.
our alternates as top 2. I'd say, I mean, my favorite jersey the Cardinals have is the road gray. It's basically what I got on the screen here. The road gray with the navy blue hat. That's my favorite. After that, it's the home white, and then the current jersey that they have, and then I'd say after that, it's the
He just needs to
cream
focus on getting that run on
Saturday,
second home any
but
way
I
he
do have
can,
some.
and a base hit would be a great start.
He hits it up the middle.
That's where I start having some issues with some of the
It's a
jerseys.
single.
The cream Saturday
Hey, Kai, that
should
is a sweet at bat.
say
Takes a good
Cardinals
approach up
instead of
there,
St.
great
Louis.
fundamentals, gets
It's a home
pitch,
jersey.
Handles it, gets the hit. It's that simple.
And then the baby blue road jersey that they wear should say St. Louis. I think they should kind of flip
Stepping up
those.
to the plate with a single already. Mike
Does the baby blue
Matheny.
one say St. Louis? I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't have one of those. It's
Spoiled a pitch. Foul.
that one. I don't really like that baby blue version that they have,
And it's
because
high.
basically they took the cream Saturdays and just turned it blue.
The pitch is taken out to right. And he's got it.
And here we go, sack fly. So I'll score run. So basically it took like the cream Saturday jerseys and turned them blue. So they got like this piping. Like right here. Like, let me put, like, you know, the piping that comes over the shoulder and then like down the middle. They didn't wear anything like that.
Throws it over for a strike.
With baby blue. The baby blue lies. Should I be pinch hitting here?
Taken for a strike.
I'm already batting though. We got 2 strikes too. We're gonna bloop one. Oh.
Outruns the ball.
Probably should have pitched hit.
Heading into the bottom of the inning, the score is 6-4.
So, I like the idea of a baby blue jersey for them to wear. But it should be the pullover style, like they had, that they wore. The way they got it now, it's like, it seems like a fake jersey, you know? It's not like a real throwback. And also the blue is a little too neon, I think, in my opinion. It's not powder. There's no powder to it. It's neon. The way they got it in there. The powder was like, oh, it was a little bit easier on the eyes. And sometimes when you see it on TV, you're like, man, I gotta adjust the color settings. Alright, so we're gonna leave Heron in there to at least try to get through the 6th. Zambrano leads off. We got some runs back there. The Pujols homer, the doubles, back-to-back doubles, and a base hit, and then a sac fly. So we scored 3. So Heron gets Zambrano, gets Patterson, gets Grzelcyk. Here's the top of the lineup again. Pedro strikes out. Renneria grounds out, and that brings in Pujols, so we'll hop in. Looks like they brought in a different pitcher. But my biggest thing I really wanted to take the survey for was the navy hats on the road. I just feel like the red and the gray, the red hat and the gray, it looks like spring training to me.
And that one's a called strike.
Put the change up.
Excellent pitch right there. He threw it right on the target.
He
Good foul.
yanks it to the left side. Pujols knocks it foul. This one's out to center field.
Hit off the end of the bat to the deepest part of the park.
And he made the play.
And Sosa runs it down.
Hey, partner,
It's out number 3.
off there to make a great running grab.
Yeah, 2 spring training. I'm sure you remember back in the day. They basically wore.
Getting their bullpen ready. Up next with one single already, Sammy Sosa.
They didn't wear the navy hats in the spring training. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the. I like the red hat at home. You know, wear those with the white jerseys, unless it's on Sunday. Then I do like this hat on the Sunday. I like the Sunday hat. Big fan of the Sunday hat, too. Oh, that was Dave Beers that we were facing. Former Cardinal. So here's Sosa versus Heron. We'll let this happen. Sosa strikes out. Derek Lee strikes out. And Ramirez gets out. So, hey, Heron keeping us in the game. It's the top of the 8th. Here's Edmonds. He walks. Rolling. Flies out. Sanders moves Edmonds over with a grounder. Langford with the hit. And here's Matheny. 2 outs. Big opportunity here for Mike Matheny. And he gets a hit. All right. So it's 6-5 Cubs now. Heron's spot is up. We're going to go ahead and pinch hit for him. It's Mike Rimlinger in. I remember him. He's a lefty, so we're going to bring in Cedeno. He's a lefty, though. Do we got a good 65? Oh, Anderson can hit lefties. We'll do Anderson. Anderson's our best pinch hitter anyway. Big spot here for Anderson. He struck him out. Dang it. All right, so we need to hold him. We'll bring in Taveras. Face Alou. Gets him out. Michael Barrett gets out. Alex Gonzalez gets out. So Top of the lineup here. Cardinals down 1. Trying to come back. Vidro gets out. Renteria gets on. And that brings in Pujols. Renteria walked. And so we'll hop in here and we'll have an opportunity to tie the game maybe with a triple or something. Classic Cardinals Cubs drama in these in 2000 around the 2004 time frame.
Now at the plate, Albert Pujols.
All right, we gotta lock in. That was a good pitch. I probably should have swung that.
Corner for a strike.
That's pinpoint execution. The pitcher threw the ball
Pitch
right
out.
where the catcher had set up.
I'm not running.
He delivers the 1-1 pitch.
Oh,
Foul
I
ball
missed
off
it.
to the right.
I guess it's gonna get out of play. That was a splitter or something. The top of the zone.
1-2.
Oh no!
They're down to their final hitter.
I fell for it.
Now,
He
that's
pulled
a
the
bad
string.
swing with 2 strikes. And he shouldn't act so surprised he got a break.
I was geared up for the fastball. So Pujols strikes out.
The corners are hugging the lines. Coming to the
We'll
plate,
bat with
Jim
Edmonds. We'll break the house rules here.
Blew it right by him.
That is a splitter. Okay. There's not a way to check the pitches like in the middle of the game. It's kind of
One
annoying.
strike is the count.
Nasty slider in on his hands.
0-2 pitch. Oh, another pitch high.
Threw that curveball just out of the zone, but the batter didn't bite.
Here we go.
Pulled to the right side. He finds the hole on the
Base
right
hit
side.
for Edmonds keeps the game alive.
That's a single.
Hey, when you're late in the game like we are right now, you got to move that runner over. That was great execution.
Yeah, we're gonna bat. We'll do it for the health of the stream. We don't want to see it lost in manager mode. Yeah. Couldn't tell who's warming up for them, but
Up
here's
next with a
Roland.
double today, Scott Rowland. First pitch. The pitch is fouled
right on it.
behind the plate.
Right on it.
Here's the delivery. Chased one up at the letters.
Chased it. It was
Outstanding breaking
a
ball.
strike.
4 strikes on the batter
Just
had
missed.
none chance.
Oh
A
no.
3-pitch strikeout. And that ends the ball game.
Good pitch. Well, couldn't get it done with that one.
Are on a 4-game winning
So
streak.
we've dropped both of the first 2 games against the Cubs. So we got one more manage mode game to go through. Hopefully we can not get swept. I don't think we've been swept yet. So we drop. We were 15 games over. But now we fell back to just 13. Let's update the scoreboard here. Capital L, unfortunately. And yeah. Still 7 games up on the Cubs, but we're letting them back in. They've leapfrogged the Pirates and the Brewers, and now they're second place, so we're letting them back in by accident. All right, so it's Sunday, May 23rd. We're making progress on the old schedule here, though. Man, I'm gonna have to play so many games just to get caught up. Try to get caught up back with I'd love to eventually get caught up with in real time with the date, not the I wish I was in August, if that makes sense. So we're probably about 50 games behind. But that's okay. So one more managed game tonight. We're going with our key on the bump, facing a righty. So this will be our lineup again. Leave it the same. Facing Matt Clement. He was a good pitcher for a little bit. I think he signed with the Cardinals at one point. He was one of Mo's low-hanging fruit guys, like a minor league deal. All right, so Vidro leading us off. He strikes out. Renneria grounds out. Here's Pujols, so we'll hop into the game. Clement versus Pujols. We had a homer with Pujols that game, right? So he's got 31. At least 67.
Now at the plate, Albert Pujols. Hit the other way to the right side.
Not a good pitch. Not a good pitch to swing at. In on the hands. I was late.
Today's starter for the visiting team, Jason Marquis.
Trying to also see if there were any trade rumors going on yet. See anything recently? Just a bunch of Springfield Cardinals highlights.
Stepping into the box to lead off the inning.
But we got to hop back into manage mode here anyway. So let's go do that. Yeah, I don't see any other rumors right now. Or, trades, I should say. So Marquis walks Patterson to start the game. Grizzlonic strikes out and it gets Edmonds to get out. Or, excuse me, Sosa too. I guess it's ground to do a double play. Here's Edmonds. Grounds out to Clement. Roland strikes out. Sanders gets out. Lee pops out. Ramirez singles. Alou flies out, and Barrett strikes out. Langford leading off the top of the third. Grounds out to third. Matheny flies out to center. Marquis gets on by an error, and Vidro can't do anything with it. He strikes out. Alex Gonzalez walks. Clement bunts him over to second. Patterson grounds out, and then Gonzalez moves over to third, and then what just happened there? Oh, Grizzlonic grounded out to... Whoa! It said Grizzlonic grounded out to the catcher, but Alex Gonzalez scored? How the hell did that happen? Anyway, it's 1-0 Cubs. Probably on a weird play. Renneria grounded out, and that brings in Pujols again. And Cardinals are down 1. And we're hopping in.
Now batting, Albert Pujols is up. The count is 1-0.
Sinker. Sinker up.
Sinker out of the zone, but the batter did not bite.
That's in there for a strike.
It's almost like playing catch. The catcher gives him a target, and the pitcher hits it with a slider for a called strike.
Smoked it.
Makes the call
Just
and the catch.
hit a little too hard almost.
Now at the plate, Edmonds.
Matt Clement is a pitching coach now. Nice. Where at? I know Mark Pryor is. The Dodgers.
The ball is hit out to center. The center fielder
I don't even know why I
eases under the ball. He
One of that.
retires
I wasn't
the
even
side
supposed to
in
hit
order.
with Edmonds.
In the middle of the inning, the
Alright,
The
let's
Cubs
get back to the sim here. We gotta stick to our house rules. Stick to the house rules. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mark Pryor, I think he's the pitching coach for the Doyers. Doyers. Alright, back to manage mode. Here's Sosa. He was due. He was due. Derek Lee gets on after that homer by Sosa. And Ramirez flies out. Here's a Lou. Another single. And Barrett grounds into a double play. rolling up. Fouls out. Sanders gets on. Langford flies out. And Matheny gets out. Bottom 5. We're going to watch Marquis here. Gonzalez with a double. Clement grounds out to third. And Patterson hits a homer. Yep. So 4-0 Cubs. This one's going to be tough. We got 2 outs here, bottom 5. We'll go ahead and we'll put in Esteban Yan here. Take Marquis out to face, bring in Yan to face Sosa. And he gets him out. And Esteban Yan leads off, so we're going to pinch hit, though. We're going to pinch hit with, we'll go ahead and pinch hit with Cedeno. He gets out. Vidro walks. Renneria pops out to short. And that brings in Pujols. So we'll hop into the game here. See what we can do. Need to do something here because the offense is kind of timely hitting. I'm saving Anderson for a little bit later. So that's why I went with Cedeno there. Just the 5th inning here. So just holding out hope I can come back at least. That was a good pitch. Come on. That was a good pitch. I should have crushed. I hit that. What am I doing?
Gathers the short hop. Got him.
I gotta look for stuff more up instead of just. Oh, we don't even have a dang hit right now. That's not good. Bring in Simon Tachi. Turn to the sim options. I don't know what I was doing with that swing decision. It's a fastball. Once I see like fastball, I'm like, all right, I can time it. And I typically can, but if it's low, just pound it into the ground. And just didn't think about it quick enough. So we need Simon Tachi to clean up an inning or two here for us. Holding him to 0. He's been pretty good for us. It's Derek Lee. Walks Ramirez. Gives up a hit to Alou. Gives up a single to Barrett. And now Alex Gonzalez is up with the bases loaded. And he grounds into a double play. So, yeah, good job, Simon Tachi. You did a Houdini almost. Actually, not a Houdini. There was 2 outs. Here's Edmonds. Come on, Edmonds. Struck out. Rolling with a double. Sanders walks. Here's Langford. And he hits a home run. Look at that. There we go. Thank you, Ray Langford, Cardinals legend, Cardinals Hall of Famer, Ray Langford. Brings the Cardinals within 1 with that 3-run bomb. Clement gets Matheny out. We'll go ahead and pinch it for Simon Tachi. We're going to save. It's the 7th. Nobody on, so we'll save Anderson now as well. And Taguchi strikes out. So what we got? Bottom 7. We're kind of running out of arms here, right? Kind of want to save Tavares for the 8th, maybe. There's Clement. So we bring in Alan Bennis. And he gets Clement. Gives up a double to Patterson. Strikes out Gredzelanek. Now this is a big at bat here. So we'll go ahead and bring in Tavares now to face Sosa. And he walked him. Oh, either way. Middle of the lineup. And he walked Lee. Oh, man. We were right there. We bring in Bennis to clean up, and he gives up a hit. That's okay, it's expected. But I don't want to say we overmanaged. We did the right thing by bringing in our strikeout guy to face Sosa, and he walked him. Yeah, I'm gonna punch him, and actually instead of him punching the phone. But Tavares walks 2, gives up a grand slam. And then gives up another hit. Bro, all right, we're taking you out. It's 8-3. And we're kind of running out of arms here. We'll bring in Heron. He just pitched yesterday. Alice Gonzalez is up. And busted it open. I even thought about walking Gonzalez to commit. So it's 10-3. Just awful. Awful bullpen there. Pedro gets out. Renneria gets out. That brings in Pujols. Full bat here. Look at that 6th spot. So 9 runs scored in the 7th inning between the two teams, and still we have 2 hits. Just not ideal. Not ideal. We're on the verge of getting swept by the sCubs.
Pujols up next. First pitch.
Taking the first pitch.
Strike.
Taking the first pitch.
Terrific pitch there, partner. He put the fastball right where he wanted it for a called strike.
That looked good.
Oh. 1-2 count. And the delivery. He made contact, but it's foul. Here it comes.
That's tailing back into the zone. I kind of had to swing at that one.
Over the shoulder grab.
So Pujols pops up.
Good wheels and some good leather on that play to make a great
And we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals down 7. They're going to need
warming up in the bullpen.
huge miracle here. Huge miracle. Okay, back to manage mode. Heron's back out there, saving this, saving the bullpen a little bit, so we don't have to dive into the starters. Redzolonic double play. Here's Sosa. Another homer for Sosa. Sosa's got 2 homers this game. And here we go, top of the 9th, and the Cardinals are down 8. Edmonds walks. Boland gets on. Here's Sanders. He strikes out. Langford gets out. And Matheny gets out. That was kind of faded away there. Cardinals with only 3 hits in this game. We end up getting swept by the Cubs. Quick sim through these guys, and we'll go check out a couple things in the menu. And we're getting close to kind of wrapping up this stream. Appreciate everybody watching and checking out the stream and checking me out. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me what's up. If you're watching this, if you've made this 2 hours and 30 minutes into the replay of this stream and you're not watching this live, that's crazy, and I appreciate you doing that. Let me know in the comments if you actually did that. So we're 28-16. Let's see, what is that? 44 games in. 44 games into the season. We got 108 games left. No, 18 games left. So a long way to go in the season. But we're looking pretty good standings-wise. We just lost 3 in a row, though. The Cubs are still 6 games back. They're at 500. Let's go check out. Yeah, thanks, Tommy. Appreciate you being in the chat and on the stream and communicating. It's always awesome to do that. So it's always fun to do these streams and have conversations. So appreciate you. Thank you. Checking out some of the league leaders here. Pujols is up there. Sosa not far behind, along with Melvin Mora when it comes to the average. Pujols, so far and away the home run leader here. A couple of us Cardinals up there too, but Pujols, 31, 67 RBIs. He's got the most hits too, 73. And check out pitching. Wins. Marquee up there at 6. ERA is going to be crazy low. We're not going to be on there. Guarantee that. Saves, we're not going to be up there either. Maybe on National League? No. Rob Nin, oh yeah, we only got 7 saves with Izzy. Strikeouts. No card. Morse got 50. Couple complete games. Who is this? I don't remember this guy, but he's got a 4.57 ERA, and he's got 3 complete game shutouts somehow. So he must be pitching. Had 3 amazing starts and then a bunch of bad starts. Let's see. Maybe is it league leaders? I was gonna go to league news real quick and check some of these things out. Is there injury reports? Anybody injured? Ricky Vitalico, Todd Walker. Anybody big? Al Leiter's hurt just for a couple days though. Xavier Nady. That's really it. Any transactions? Here's some of ours. You guys kind of already know about those. Seeing if anybody else traded. Anybody? Reliever trade there. Oh, Milwaukee traded Victor Santos for Michael Kadire. So Milwaukee just got Michael Kadire. Nice. Okay. I mean, he was a good player. We already knew about this one. The Detroit trade. Baltimore signed Eric Karros. What else was I going to look at? MVP race, All-Star game. Here's the All-Star voting. It will catch you up on this. No Cardinal for catcher. Looks like Jason Kendall, Javi Lopez is up there. Pujols, number 1 for first base. Vidro, number 2 for second. Roland up there for third base. Renteria there for short. Outfield, Sanders and Edmonds are both in there. We'll look at the American League, too. Ben Davis for Seattle. Rafael Palmeiro. Most of these names you guys are all familiar with. If you were alive back in 2004. Yeah, most of these guys. The shortstop one's always interesting. So A-Rod, Garcia, Parra, Jeter, Tejada, we're always up there, but like, in what order, right? Ichiro up there, Melvin Mora, Johnny Damon, Garrett Anderson. That's the All-Star voting. League suspensions, Joey Wilson. Injury reports. Oh, I like the injury report here. Looks a lot better than in team individual. A lot easier to read. So, league transactions. Yeah, that's a cool one. I like that trade for Milwaukee. Let's go look real quick at. We always like to check to see where our boy Barry Bonds is at. Okay. He's starting to swing it a little bit. Up to 250. He was around 200 for a long time. He's got 6 homers. 18 RBIs. 7 doubles. 22 walks. Not as many as I thought. But it's still getting on base. 352 on base. He's slugging. Alright, so his slugging's creeping up there. For the longest time, his slugging and his OPS was really low. So always like checking on to see where Barry is. Just to observe. Let's check out Milwaukee. Milwaukee's. Let's act like we're gonna do like a trade and look at Milwaukee. There we go. So where's Kadire kind of fall? Is he low? Oh, they got him in the minors. I guess he's 25. He's got some power. Okay. Sure, they're gonna bring them up at some point. Here's a look at the free agents, just so you can kind of get an idea. Like, look at these guys that are just hanging out in free agency. I wish I would have been able to move these guys to the right team. So, like, you know, Greg Maddux, Ivan Rodriguez, Raul Mondesi, Pedro Estacio, Ryan Dempster, Sean Estes, Uki Urbina, Andres Galarraga, El Duque, Jose Mesa, Fred McGriff. Like, some of these guys, you know, they kind of deserve to be on a roster in this stream. But something that we'll fix in the next series is making sure the rosters are legit. So, anything in the inbox? Yadier Molina seems upset, complaining about his playing time. We've been playing you, bro. Pujols is on pace for 115 homers. Yeah, we'll see. See about that. All right, team. All right, chat. Appreciate you hanging out. We played one full game. We swept the Mets and then got swept by the Cubs. So next stream we'll play through this Pirate series. The Pirates come into town. And then we play the Astros again. We played the Astros so many times. And then we play the Pirates again, and then we play the Astros. I'm glad they've redone how they do the schedules. Let's just say that. Used to play, I'm pretty sure, each division opponent like 17 times or something. So we're kind of going through that right now. But Pirates next, Astros on the road, Pirates on the road, and then Astros at home. And then we go back to Wrigley again for 4 games. And then Texas. And that kind of takes us halfway through June. So we're getting there. May's almost done. Maybe next series, maybe next stream we do. You know, this wasn't too bad. I kind of started it a little earlier. And we played through 1 game and managed 4. Maybe next game we play through 2 games and manage 4. And that'll get us through 2 series. So maybe that'll be kind of the thing. I've been thinking about doing longer streams because the ultimate goal of these is, you know, not only to stream, but I'm going to capture, I've been capturing these streams and then I'm going to edit them down and put them out into, you know, actual videos for better consumption. So, anyways, thank you so much for checking out the stream. We'll see you next time. Go baseball, go Cardinals. Like, subscribe, comment. See ya. Thanks. Bye.